Take care.
Greetings, it's Stevie P here, and I am going to show you a fight that I'm very excited to show you. This has become my favourite fight against Odin, the summon materia that you can unlock when you first enter the Nibel region, or the Nibel region, however you pronounce it. And yeah, this is a very, very tough fight. Now, if you just want to see the fight itself, I'll put the timestamp for that, so you can just jump to that if you just want to see the actual thing. What I will say is I'm doing this hardcore mode, and by that I don't mean on hard mode. I mean that I'm gonna do this just with TIFA, nobody else, and I'm doing this on full power against Odin at the earliest possible point. So I have not done a lot of leveling up in this run through of the game. I've not done much grinding at all. So this will really thoroughly help you to beat Odin if you're wanting to get him as soon as possible, and if you want an extra challenge, to just do it with TIFA. Now, of course, if you have a group, it will make this fight quite a lot easier, but I'm going to try and do this the hardcore way. So for setup, it's really just about getting her strength up, as you can see, as much as possible. So I've given her strength up and luck up. Now, I have put an ATB boost here. That can be useful. Chakra is pretty much, unless you do a perfect fight, this is pretty much essential. You can do a perfect fight. It is possible, but it's very difficult. The timing is difficult. He does so many different moves, and there are many variations on his moves that make it quite challenging to do this perfectly. Okay, so disempowerment materia is also really important. You want to be able to use DEBRAVE against him at certain points, and by contrast, empowerment for yourself as well is going to be important. Then luck up and first strike is also important. So all of these pretty much are important. What I've also done is I have given her the HP up materia earrings. I mean, if you don't have all this stuff, the key is buff her up. Try and make her HP high, and try and make her damage output high. That's kind of what you're going for. So that's the setup. And without further ado now, I'm going to get in and show you how this tremendously difficult fight is going to actually work. Right, so the way this fight works is basically he's going to test if you're worthy. Starts by getting rid of the sword in his right hand and just fighting you left-handed like they do in Princess Bride. It's quite fun. Now, if you're not worthy, basically if you don't do well enough, he's going to do something called Galahorn's Warning, and that's a chance for you to change your ways. Now, if you fail to basically change your ways and do better, then he will do Zantetsuken, which is the worst case scenario. Now, he does a number of attacks, and it's just a case of memorizing what those attacks are. If you see pink mist anywhere, get out of the way. I'll show you afterwards, perhaps show you a clip what happens if you do get hit by any of his moves where he's got that pink mist hovering about. Because if you get hit by that, basically you're hamstrung. You can't do any attacks without him counter-attacking with a move called Reprisal. Now, if you've got other people in your party, just jump to one of the others and you'll be okay, but it doesn't work if it's just the one of you. So now that we've pressured him, because we've been doing well, he's now become pressured. He's going to do all the same moves, but just a lot quicker. So you've got to learn 2 sets of timings. So Spear, Rampage, dodge to the right, and then Focus Strike. The other ones you can just do normal Focus Strike to get out of the way. And this first phase isn't too difficult. I've managed not to take any damage so far. But it is really tough because you've got to learn 2 sets of timings for all of his attacks, basically. Now that he's staggered, let's just get a good bit of damage in there. And I never go to Chi level 3 and use Rise and Fall. It's actually just not as efficient as using Omni Strike. Believe it or not, I have sort of really looked into that. Okay, Lord of the Blade, the next phase of the fight. Now what we're going to see is that we're worthy of him using his right hand. So this is a normal attack, just dodge out of the way. He's got a few new moves now that he's using his sword. Tyrannical Onslaught, 1, 2, and then 3. So you want to block the first 2 and then Focus Strike out the way of the third. I didn't properly get hit, but yeah, I did get slightly bruised by one of those. Okay, Illusionary Blade, you see the pink mist? You just can't get hit by it. I am just going to use Focus Strike, but you can just, to be safe, dodge right out of the way. Shimmering Blade, if he hits you with this, he follows it up and will take away about half of your health. So you just want to wait until he's about to spin and then use Focus Strike. So Onslaught, this one, 1, 2, Focus Strike. Just like that to get out of the way of that. Sleipnir's Fura. Now he does another version, by the way, of the Tyrannical Onslaught, which is, I think, the Full Moon Onslaught. And again, that's a pink mist attack. So if you see the pink mist, just get out of the way. So because we've been doing well, he's going to do Sleipnir's Fura, which means he'll be pressured. And again, it just means you need to get out of the way, by the way, because of that explosion, it will hurt you. But it just means now he'll do all the same sorts of attacks, but just a lot quicker. So Tyrannical Onslaught, 1, 2, dodge. It's just a little bit quicker than before. Okay, his normal attack, dodge, Tyrannical Onslaught, 1, 2, and then Focus Strike. So I'm probably making this look easy, but it does take an awful lot of practice to get this exactly right. Now you'll see that I am not using my Limit Break. That's important because it is the only way to resist one of the attacks that he does later on, which if you don't resist it, especially if you're trying to do this just with one character, will be very, very, well, it's game over. So you need to keep the Limit Break free. So he's done a move called Spatial Distortion, which basically renders half the battlefield unusable. Go into that and, well, if you're not on the right side of the battlefield by the time it's established, then it's kind of game over. You will die on the wrong side. Now we've done enough damage to put him into the third phase of the fight, Lord of the Battlefield. Now this is where he does take all the moves he's done so far at the 2 different speeds as well and apply them now to this phase, with the difference that he's going to add to every attack a new supplementary swing of some kind with the sword or with the spear. So it's just the same as before. All Father's Fury is the same as Tyrannical Onslaught, but you have to now block 3 times and then dodge his spear thrust with Focus Strike. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, Focus Strike, dodge the spear strike, which I actually failed to do. I'll just heal her up a little bit. Sleipnir's Grace is the same as what he did before, but you want to dodge out of the way of that and then dodge out of the leap that he does with his steed. So it's the same as before, but just with extra moves. He has got a few new moves, like Ring of Helheim. Just get out of the way. You can see pink all over that. You don't want to get hit by that. Shimmering Blade is exactly the same. Just dodge out of the way. There's nothing new with that particular one. Charging Steed is the same as Charge, but he'll throw his spear at you afterwards. So dodge out of the way of that. So I think you've got the idea. Wolf Hunter. This one, he's going to jump at you afterwards. Now it's the same as I forget all the names. It's the same as a move that he's already done so far, but with his steed jumping at you as well. Dodge out of the way of that. Shimmering Blade, Charging Steed, easy to dodge. Just don't forget the spear thrust because I've often forgotten that he throws his spear. Pink, get away from the pink. Shimmering Blade, get out of the way. Now all of this is at his slow speed. Now this time 1, 2, 3, Focus Strike, dodge the thrust. Yay, Sleipnir's Fura means we have been doing well. He's not going to use Zantetsuken. That's the good news. The bad news is now he's going to do everything, but at a different, quicker speed. So, dodge, dodge. Sleipnir's Grace is really difficult. Dodge right, then Focus Strike to dodge his swing, then Focus Strike, then you need to dodge, cancel the animation, and then dodge the horse leaping at you. Okay, Charging Steed. Focus Strike out of the way of that. Shimmering Blade is quicker, so just don't forget that it's quicker. It's so easy to get caught off by the different timing. And we're looking in a good way. I am still not going to use the Limit Break because we actually need it. It's kind of sad, but we do need it. Okay. And be careful. Now, this is why we need the Limit Break. Temporal Imprisonment will stop her. Doesn't matter if you've got protective boots. Nothing can stop him other than a Limit Break. You see, she just resisted there. There is nothing other than a limit break that can resist being stopped and killed by that move. And he'll only do it once, so when he's on low health. But that's why we save the limit break. Allfather's Fury, 1, 2, 3, dodge. By the way, he's back now to his slow version because he's no longer pressured. So when I've got 2 ATB, I'll use Omni Strike. Don't get hit by that, and there you go. So, like I say, I've probably made that look really easy. I wish there was some trick that I could show you to make this easier. It is easier with 3 people, definitely easier with 3 people, but I thought I'd do it this way because it really shows you exactly what all of his moves are, exactly how to counter them. What I'll do now is just show you a clip of what happens if you happen to get hit by any one of the moves that's got that pink fairy dust. I'll show you what happens. So you have a look at that, and then I'll just show you a pure fight without any commentary. Okay, I'm just going to block and wait for him. Helm Cleaver. There you go. She got hit. Now you see those rings on her arms? Watch what happens when I try to continue in the normal way. I try to dodge. He does reprisal. Now that I've seen, okay, I can't use Focus Strike. Let's try and debrave him. He does reprisal. You can do absolutely nothing. Spear. Reprisal. Scintillating Spear as well. That's got the pink dust. If that hits you, it's a pretty bad situation. Focus Strike, reprisal. So it's just over. There's just nothing you can do. So that's why you don't want to get hit by anything that has that pink dust. Now, it only lasts a certain amount of time. Like you can see now, the rings are off of her hands. So we can now at last continue. But if you get hit again, there are the pink rings. So that's why that's so deadly. Just avoid anything where there's pink dust. And there you go. That's his Galahorn's warning saying, I'm not impressed with you. And essentially, if you continue like this, he's going to do Zantetsuken and it shall all be over. So, I'll just show you now the fight without commentary. Thank you very much for watching.